Hey folks, this is Marty Conley, Lawrence County Convention and Visitors Bureau Director. Today we're in Proctorville, Ohio at Proctorville Animal Clinic. Join us for business as usual. Hey guys, we're here today with Dr. Mike Dyer at Proctorville Animal Clinic. Mike, thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit. I know you're busy.
Pleasure.
As we're here at Proctorville Animal Clinic, Dr. Dyer gave us a little bit of a tour prior to this to kind of see some of the things that go on here. And very impressive right here in Proctorville. So Dr. Dyer, tell us a little bit about Proctorville Animal Clinic and how you got started into things.
Yeah, so I graduated from Ohio State's College of Vet Medicine in '93, and this practice was being planned by my employer eventually. So in 1994, we opened up a small satellite clinic, Proctorville Animal Clinic, that was down the street.
Okay.
And that clinic just continued to grow. We were doing large animal services out of a truck, going farm to farm, plus we were doing small animal, companion animal services there as well. And there's always just been a great need in this area for high quality veterinary care. And we always had a vision for education of not only our staff and doctors, but to educate our clients on, proper health and wellness for their pets. And it's just been amazing to me to see the human-animal bond and how real that is in families, and even made more so by the pandemic. It's just been a great increase in pet awareness and pet health, and as it relates to human health. And so, but 94 that clinic started, and then in 2012 we were able to advance over here on this side of the bridge to the new Proctorville Animal Clinic, and we're even adding on as we speak to further enhance not only the volume of care, but the quality of care, and trying to add on more services that we can meet the needs of the tri-state, really.
Yeah, and that was one of the things I think we noticed when we were touring, and we discussed briefly. You guys have a drive-through service here at Proctorville Animal Clinic. Tell us how that works.
Yeah, so the pandemic was a crisis for some, but we always look for the opportunity in a crisis, and because we were forced to go curbside by the mandates set forth by the state, our staff were out in the rain, sun, snow, sleet, and cold weather to meet clients at their cars to pick up their pet, bring them inside. And so we had a little extra real estate on the side of the building. We thought, wow, if we could have a covered porch, kind of like a hotel concierge area where clients could pull up under a roof, and they could drop off their pets for surgery or for their wellness checkups, and then maybe go about their day and come back at a later time and pick them up. And so we've added 3 lanes of drive-through, so to speak, and it's just been an amazing transformation on how we deliver service. And with the increase in caseload of emergencies and just wellness appointments and sick visits and everything that we do, the drive-through has just been a tremendous convenience for the owners. Seems like it's easier on the pets as well, and it's definitely a win for everybody.
Yeah, it seems like your workflow efficiency, it makes it a lot smoother for you guys at times as well too, right?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And if need be, if you need to speak with someone, you could still go out and speak to them. But this is just kind of the workflow that he's got set up here, and it seems to be working pretty well for you.
Yeah, well, as you can imagine, the communications get broken down whenever you're speaking by phone, or you're relying on secondhand information from a nurse or technician bringing information in and then getting information back to the pet owner. And our clients have been patient with us, and at times there's been the ball gets dropped in any business or in any profession, and we've really worked hard to try to maintain good communication and relationships. We built this practice on building relationships with community members, and we really value that. And so that's been challenged, and to say the least, but we're working really hard, and we just hope that when clients come, they're patient with us to realize that we're trying our best to do the best for their pet. And a dog or cats, they're part of our family.
They are.
And so we realize that relationship, and our goal and our veterinary oath is to preserve that relationship.
Sure.
So.
Well, I think too, one of the really impressive things that I learned here today as we did a tour earlier is the amount of different things. I guess the stereotype, if you come into a vet, like I said, you get a shot or you get this, that, and the other, but the amount of care that you guys can provide here at Proctorville Animal Clinic, and we discussed how far away you would have to go to get that care, but you can do that right here.
Yeah, so, it's living in a somewhat rural community compared to a larger metropolitan area. There are no veterinary specialists for 3 hours from, radius of this clinic. And so in veterinary medicine, there are board certified cardiologists, dermatologists, orthopedic surgeons, and every field of medicine, there's a specialist. And so we have none of those in this area. And you'd have to go to Ohio State or Lexington or Cincinnati for that care. So we felt there was a huge need for higher quality of care, and we've really strived to provide some of those services. We have people that can do more advanced surgeries here, although they're not specialists, but we still provide a lot of services that sometimes general practitioners don't do, or they have to refer. So, and then on internal medicine cases, we try to do the higher level diagnostics and ultrasound and blood work and things that and many general practitioners do a good job here, but we've been blessed with amazing staff and a team of doctors that's brought years of experience into Proctorville. So that's kind of been our vision, is to be the kind of the step down unit from Ohio State maybe. We're not that quality, but it's been challenging at the same time, but it's a good feeling at the end of the day that know that you fixed a problem that might not have otherwise been able to be handled. Take care, save a life, or do a surgery that maybe they couldn't afford to go and to Columbus or to someplace else. So yeah, it's kind of a neat little pocket here that we've been able to put together.
Well, I think, I know every time that I've been up here or visited or stopped by, I know your staff has always been just, how are you, comfort, greeting you and that kind of stuff. And you can tell your staff, you've got a great staff here. You can tell that they work well, they enjoy their positions. And I noticed too, as we were walking through, you do a lot for giving back to the educational part of this as well. Tell us a little bit about that and how you give back.
Well, I was a student. I wasn't the best student in school, and I actually had to apply to veterinary school 3 times to get in. And people made it away from me by giving me opportunities. And so for me to go to Ohio State College of Veterinary Medicine and graduate was a huge thing. It's like going to Harvard, or it's like it was my Ivy League. And so I've always had a soft spot for any student, whether they're interested or not. I want them to know what this profession is about. And then, but that flows into all areas of what we do. We educate our staff, our doctors, to keep up with current techniques and current science, and we try to educate our clients on what's the best practice for their pets and what's the best healthcare, and that's how you win. That's how you change a culture, and so the culture of kindness and the culture of being a service to people, and giving them what you have through education. To me, that's what makes the world go around.
Oh, I think that's definitely a bonus for everyone, and again, I think as we've done some of these episodes with Business as Usual, we've talked with people and how they give back and how they're passionate about their position. So that's definitely, thank you for doing that. I'm sure that it means a lot to these folks that are learning as well. But so you've told us a little bit about what goes on here. Is there anything specific that you'd like for folks to know about Proctorville Animal Clinic?
Yeah, so in the current environment, we were curbside for all through the pandemic, and still our lobby is closed for remodeling to make it more spacious and accommodate people and pets. The drive-through is certainly going to be a big part of that, but it's been a trying time for people that have serious needs, emergency needs, and we've kind of become the emergency trauma center during the daytime. We have a nighttime emergency service that operates out of Sarita Canova. And the Animal ER does a fantastic job seeing those cases when we're all closed and home with our families. They're working nighttime and holidays and weekends, but I guess I'm thankful that most of them have been patient and some not so patient, but we're working hard to meet the needs. Pet ownership climbed drastically during the pandemic. Every animal shelter was emptied, and pet stores and puppy mills and whatnot. People bought pets and brought them home.
Sure.
and then they need care. And so every practice in America is experiencing a huge uptick in caseload,
Right.
including emergency care. So we triage every day trying to decide what's the most important at this moment to take care of. And sometimes the routine things get pushed back a little bit and things get missed. And we're just, we hope that folks are patient with us and that we can all work together and do a good job.
I'm sure that they would be. That's fantastic on that. I know that you guys also run, I know you have social media and websites and things like that. How could folks reach out to you guys here at Proctorville Animal Clinic?
So certainly they can call the phone number is 740-886-9424. Proctorville Animal Clinic, we do have a website and we have social media on Facebook and whatnot, and we see a lot of interesting animal pictures and posts about stuff that happens here during the day, and it's a great career. Like you said, I have students, I have pre-vet students from Marshall, from Collins Career Center, vet tech students, and as you saw today, I had 2 students from Ohio State from the College of Vet Medicine that we have interns here almost year-round anymore. So the school entrusts us with their students to teach, and that to me is the greatest honor anyone could ever have, is that they would entrust us with helping to train the next generation of veterinarians. So
I think that's a fantastic thing, and that's right here in Lawrence County in Proctorville, where you know, those students could get that education and get that real life experience. But Dr. Dyer, I appreciate you taking the time with us. What is the actual physical address here at Proctorville Animal Clinic?
So this is 16 State Street, Proctorville, Ohio, 45669. So it's right on the corner off the bridge. It's easy to see the big red building.
Yep.
And
big red building, and you'll see the sign out front. And again, appreciate your time. But as you've heard Dr. Dyer talk about this, you know, how he's given back to students and the care that you're going to get for your pets and animals that come here to Proctorville Animal Clinic. It's just it's amazing, and for it to be right here in Lawrence County, that makes you feel good, you know, that's right here. So we thank you for that. And folks, thanks for coming in today and checking us out. And for Business as Usual, this is Marty Conley. Thank you.